Hello, my friend, and welcome back. Today, I want to talk about stopping to smell the roses and to really appreciate the little things in life. So, if you've been going through your spiritual awakening for a little while now, you know um, that like vibrations attract like vibrations, and the more appreciative you are of things, the more things you have to be appreciative for. So what I think is really important is for us to really bring that into our daily lives. And it's not just about checking off the box of, you're going to list out 10 things that you're grateful for every morning, and you wake up every morning and you're just checking off the box and going through the 10 things that you're grateful for. That's a great practice. However, it really needs to be brought throughout your day. It needs to, that energy, that feeling of appreciation and of gratitude and of awe needs to be brought throughout your day, so that those feelings, because when you feel things, different chemicals are released in your body, therefore giving out different vibrations. It will help to bring the manifestation the way you want it to be. When you are appreciative of things and when you feel your connection to things, that is where the divine starts to bring in all of the things that you want and need. Now, I am a big believer in allowing the divine to unfold their plan, as opposed to just rigidly wanting specific things and just working on the visualization and the manifestation. For me personally, that creates resistance, and that doesn't work out the best for me. The best for me is when I manifest things naturally. So I heard a really good quote that said that when you are living your daily life, you want to look at things the way a painter would, or a sculptor would, or you want to look at things in awe. So when you're walking by, it's springtime now, when you're walking by a tree that's budding, you want to stop and take a minute and to really be in awe, to connect, to think about like, wow, this tree has been in hibernation all winter long, and now the buds are budding that might bloom into beautiful flowers or beautiful leaves, and how nature just does this with such ease and grace. When it is time for the buds to bud, they just bud. There's no resistance, there's no anything. It's just they do their thing in complete unison with nature. And then I find, like, if you take a good look at nature, to me, it is mind-blowing how perfect it is. If you were to even look at a leaf, look at the veins in that leaf, look at the colors. These are things that we as humans try to replicate, through drawing, through painting, even through photography. And it's fascinating to me that, number one, the best things are the ones that are the closest replicate of nature, but at the same time, we can't replicate nature. It's too perfect. It's too beautiful. The colors are too vivid. I was seeing birds yesterday that were just so beautiful. I saw a beautiful red cardinal, which is wonderful. I love cardinals. But then I also saw this bird with this like really orange beak. It was just so beautiful. And then these other little birds that had this bright blue stripe on their head. I mean, I'm not into birds. I don't know like what they were, but I would just stop and I was in awe and I was like, wow, look how beautiful nature is. Look how perfect nature is. And I think that doing that does a few things for us. It gets us into that state of appreciation and of gratitude, which is great for us, but it also does something wonderful for that connection. You know, they say that any suffering or any discomfort or anything really comes from separateness. So when we feel separate from things, that is where those negative feelings come in. So naturally, working on our connectivity is what is going, obviously, to help us feel connected and to help close that gap of separation. So when you're outside, or even if you're out looking out a window or anything, stop and appreciate how beautiful nature is, and stop and take a breath in, and stop and realize that you are nature, and at a very deep level you are the creator of everything, and that there is no separateness, and that you are everything, and the only reason you feel any separation at all is your mind, is the ego. Because our heart knows the truth. So when we start to drop into our heart, that is where the truth lies. That is where the truth of who we are at our very, very core is the creator, is the observer. We are everything, and the observer and the creator literally created everything. So it is easiest, in my opinion, to connect with nature because you can see how alive it is. However, it includes things too. And I'm not saying get attached to material things. However, you can show your appreciation for material things. You can also feel that connection to material things, understanding that on some deep level that everything is made of energy and you are the only energy. Therefore, you are the car you drive, the computer you use, the camera that you're taking pictures on. Everything is one. And it's a concept that I also feel is a journey. Feeling that connection, at least for me, has been a journey. It's not like, oh, I'm everything. There's only one energy. Every person is me. I am every person, every animal, every tree, it's because the brain doesn't work like that. You have to recarve that neuro pathway of connectivity. And one of the best ways to do that is to stop and appreciate things. And like I said, like nature is a great one, but like, you know, if someone is kind to you or gives you a smile, those are also things to be appreciated. When you have a moment of peace, that is to be appreciated. So when you start to appreciate things, it helps to make that connection and helps to recarve that neural pathway from separateness to connectiveness. And when we get into that connectiveness state, that connected state, that is where the magic happens. That is where the divine is able to show the mysticism of life. And isn't that really where we all want to be? I would much rather let the divine choose my path, because the divine not only knows exactly what I want, but the divine has bigger plans than I could have ever thought. So getting caught up in your human desires is not really where the magic happens, because you only have this view. And wouldn't you rather take the plan of someone who has the aerial view, someone who has the overall view, someone that you know, you might not feel 100% worthy or 100% enough of all of the things that you're capable of. And wouldn't you rather have someone coordinating for you that saw you for who you truly are? For how worthy you truly are? For how enough you truly are? Without those societally inflicted beliefs, without the trauma inflicted beliefs. All those things make us think smaller than we should actually be thinking. So that is why working on our connection and working on our appreciation to allow the divine to unfold the plan in front of us. That's my plan. And that's your message for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Anne from Modern Alignment, and I'll see you soon, my friend.